Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a video that I kind of put together last second because honestly I kind of just thought of it in my head and was like, ooh, that'd be an awesome video for today. So today's going to be a video containing all different makeup products that I feel are completely underrated in the beauty world. And when I mean underrated, I mean severely underrated. Look, I watch YouTube a lot. I watch a ton of YouTube, but I feel like I don't really see these products being talked about by influencers, and if they are, and I just don't follow those influencers, then maybe I'm just missing out. But in my opinion, I don't see these talked about on YouTube enough. So I am going to go through all these products with you. I kind of picked out a little bit from each kind of category of makeup, some a little more than others, but try to, not focus on just like one category of products. But anyway, guys, I think that it is important that I shut up and we get into this video. Alright, so first I'm going to talk about eyeshadow palettes. So I feel like these eyeshadow palettes are ridiculously underrated. I've talked about these. I talked about these actually in one of my most recent favorites videos, in my May favorites, I believe. And I love these eyeshadow palettes. I cannot even tell you how underrated I think that they are. They are the Wander Beauty Wanderous eyeshadow palettes. These eyeshadow palettes, they're just so good. I first tried out the Wanderous Fling one and I thought that I was going to hate it. Not anything against the brand. I mean, I really like Wander Beauty. You'll find quite a few of their products in here. But I feel like because nobody really talked about these, that they weren't that good. And that is kind of what I feel like always happens with certain makeup products. Influencers don't talk about them. You don't hear about them. Case closed. No questions asked. But these are amazing. I first tried these and I was blown away by how blendable these are and how nice they are, even though they're all mostly shimmers. I mean, they just work so well on the eyes. This is the Fling one. This is the Off-Duty one, which is great if you're looking for a neutral look most days. Here's the Wanderous Seascape, which, by the way, for the summer, I did a look with this and I am just obsessed with it. I know it looks like I could have done today's look with it, but I didn't. I used a Colourpop palette today, not to get off topic, but I have to show you. So I used the Mar palette. I don't think that this is the exact packaging anymore. I purchased this a while ago, but I believe they still sell this palette. I'd have to double check, but I can't even tell you guys, these were so good too. So good. I'm obsessed with this look. If you do want to see me do a tutorial on this look, definitely let me know in the comments below. But anyway, getting back to the palettes that I'm actually talking about for this video, the Seascape palette. This palette's just really good. I love this bold, like royal blue color. That I just think is perfect. I remember one day I took Sand Dollar. This one I put it in the crease. I put this in the outer corner. And then this green seafoam shimmery glittery shade I put right smack in the middle, and wow. And then lastly, we have their newest one, which is a full palette, the Escape palette. And also, can I just say how gorgeous all the packaging is on these? I mean, just like, how adorable. And of course, this blue shade brings me, I feel like I need to wear this shade when I go on like a trip to a Caribbean island and I go swimming. But you know, who the hell thinks of wearing eyeshadow when they go swimming? I don't know. But anyway, it just looks so nice. I tried out this palette recently and I've just been so obsessed with it. I mean, love it. Next, I'm going to talk about not really a primer, but a face oil, but I kind of use it as a primer. So once again, Wander Beauty. This is the Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I've been using this a lot recently. I just love the glow that it gives. I just feel like this is so good compared to so many other face oils. I've tried others in the past and this doesn't make you feel greasy. It doesn't make your skin feel like your makeup's going to slip and slide on it. So I would highly recommend this. I just think that, like I said, many Wander Beauty products, they're pretty underrated in my opinion. I think a lot of them are great and I feel like nobody talks about them, but this is definitely one of them that I will use right before my primer, and then I'll put my foundation on and it usually gives a gorgeous glow. Foundations that I love and feel like nobody talks about. First off, I've got the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness Neutralizing Correcting Cream. I never really use this with a beauty blender, although you definitely can. But I use it with the specific brush that it came with when I ordered it. It's the double-sided It Cosmetics brush. And I can't even tell you guys how good this is. This is in Transforming Porcelain Beige. It is their lightest shade. The light beige one would probably be just fine for me, honestly. But I've used almost all of this. It is such a great product. This makes me look poreless. And it also completely covers up all of my acne, which is very hard to do that on the first shot. And because this is a correcting cream and not a specific foundation, I wouldn't think that buying something like this would mean, oh, full coverage, but it is full coverage and it doesn't look cakey. And that is one of my biggest pet peeves, you guys know. So I can't believe that this is not spoken about more. Unfortunately, it took me a while to find it recently. I don't know if Sephora and Ulta are discontinuing it or It Cosmetics is discontinuing it, but I think the only place that I found a backup was on hsn.com, which I never shop on HSN, so I'm a little frustrated about that. I really hope they're not discontinuing it, but it is such a great product. I would highly recommend this. So, so underrated. Another Wander Beauty product. I can't seem to get off the Wander Beauty kick. What are you gonna do? Their foundation. So this is the Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation, and first off, I love the packaging. Like, the packaging is so different than what you're used to. I mean, everything from Wander Beauty is supposed to be travel friendly, but this makes it so easy. It's not glass, it won't break, and I love that it comes with the applicator instead of like a squeezy tube or something like that. I actually have this on my skin today. This is so easy to use and it covers up everything literally within seconds. You don't even have to apply that much. I can't believe how good this foundation is, and I couldn't believe it the moment that I tried it. I have it in light and I also have it in light medium. The shades aren't that much different, but light when I'm not self-tanned, you know, like today, I use this guy. And then on the days that I am self-tanned, I use this one. I think the only influencer I ever hear talking about this foundation is Ali Glines. Other than that, I don't hear anybody ever talking about it, and I don't know why, because it is so amazing. It's so good. It's so lightweight. I don't even feel like there's anything on my skin right now. I don't feel like there's any foundation on my skin whatsoever. It's not cakey. It's easy to use with powder. I think it dries down really well. It doesn't just sit on your skin and feel like it's never going to dry. It actually sets a little bit on its own, and that's very different for me because so many foundations that I use are not set unless I use a powder. And they also will look terrible on my skin right away because it looks cakey if I don't put powder on. But I also don't want to put too much powder on because then I look even more cakey. So I always have this ridiculous battle with my foundations and my powders, but not with this. Not with this. I always know that I'm gonna have a good makeup day when I put this foundation on. So some concealers that I want to refer to in this video. One is the Cover FX Power Play Concealer, which you guys know I've talked about this multiple times. This is one of my favorite concealers. I feel like nobody ever talks about this. I feel like a lot of Cover FX products do not get the hype that they should get. Period. This product is so full coverage, and it's also a really hydrating concealer. A major problem I always have is my concealer drying down really quick underneath my eyes, creasing, looking really nasty. It happens with a lot of concealers. I mostly just move on and try and, you know, make it look as nice as possible, but a lot of my concealers crease on me. This one does not. This one always looks fantastic. I already have a backup of this. Like I said, really underrated. I feel like people should look into getting this concealer and trying this out because it's one of my favorites and I feel like it always will be. Another concealer that I love so much, and I think I've only ever heard Casey Holmes talk about it, it's the KKW Concealer. I have it in the shade 4. It's full coverage. It works underneath my eyes perfectly. I always feel like my under eyes look perfect when I wear this concealer, even more so sometimes than this one. This one's more hydrating though, so that's why I do like that one a lot of the time, but always makes my under eyes look so, so good. So this is just a really great concealer, and like I said, not a lot of people talk about it, but more should. Next, I'll be referring to some powders. So the powders that I'm going to be talking about today, first off, one from Cover FX. This is the Perfect Setting Powder. I've used this in so many videos. You guys know, look, there's like nothing left. There's only a little bit left. I already have a backup of this. This is one of my favorite setting powders. I feel like sometimes when I'm trying new loose powders in general to set my face, I always wind up getting disappointed, and I go back to this one every time. It's the only one that I feel like I go through so quickly. It's just a great setting powder. It always makes your skin look flawless. It always makes everything look seamless. It just all comes together, and it really looks great. I feel like I can't find that with many other powders. Like I said, I get caked up on my face really easily, so it's tough for me to find stuff that I really enjoy. This is one product I can tell you 100% it's a great powder, and you really need to try it. Another one which I feel like nobody ever talks about. No one ever talks about this powder, ever. This is the Wander Beauty Play All Day Translucent Powder. Now, can you say it is a powder? Not exactly, but it's a puff with powder in it. Okay, well, this kind of makes it easy. You have a mirror, which is awesome. It's perfect for on the go, and you literally just take it and you can reapply powder throughout the day. I mean, I've used this to set my skin before, just in general, but it's really nice for throughout the day, and it always makes my skin look 100 times better. It never looks cakey. It always looks pretty. I feel like not a lot of people really talk about this, and I don't know, maybe it doesn't work for some other people's skin, but for me it works so well. I love the packaging. It's so easy, nice and compact. You can definitely take it with you anywhere you go. So, like I said, great product. Not a lot of people speak about this. I think that it should be given more hype. Okay, let's talk about some bronzers. So the first one we're going to talk about is a cream bronzer. It's fairly new, so maybe that's why it hasn't gotten a lot of hype yet. It is the Kaja Bronzer. So I did try this in a video, so you guys saw me use it firsthand. There's not a ton of product. I mean, you don't get a lot of product in here. This is in the shade Shady, by the way. But yeah, anyway, you don't get a ton of product in here, but you know, you're also not going to really use the stamp. I know I don't. It's not my thing, but I will say this is such an amazing product that I did not think that I would love that much. I think purchasing this one and using it was what made me fall in love with cream bronzers recently. This bronzer, in my opinion, is so good. It always makes my skin look so nice and sun-kissed, and I love it. It's not too heavy. I sometimes, you know, I use the Milk Makeup Cream bronzer a lot, but at the same time, sometimes I can be a little much. It's a lot on your skin. I mean, it feels heavy. This does not feel heavy. This is nice and like liquid feel to it. I just dip my sponge in here and then put that all over my skin, well, all over, you know, the surrounding perimeter of my face, and I really enjoy how it looks. And like I said, I feel like not a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people talk about the blushes from this brand, but not really this bronzer. But like I said, it could also be because of the fact that it's not a very well-known product yet because it's fairly new. But when I looked on Sephora, there were only like 90 reviews. Not a lot of people reviewed it. It was only 4 stars. I was kind of surprised by the reviews. So I feel like this should get, you know, more recognition. I think that it's a really good product. Now here's a product that absolutely does not get any recognition whatsoever. This brand does not get a lot of recognition. It used to, I think. I think it used to be a really hype brand before I got into makeup a long time ago, but recently not a lot of people are into it. This is the Laura Geller Baked Body Frosting Face and Body Glow in Tahitian Glow. I can't even tell you guys how good this product is. I first purchased this, I can't remember, I think I saw somebody using it on YouTube a long time ago, maybe a couple of years ago, and it looked really nice. I mean, their skin, just like, it just glided on, it looked like the perfect bronze, it made their skin look perfect. And I was like, ooh, I really want to try that bronzer. So I picked it up, don't remember where I even got it. I tried it and I was like, wow, this is good. This I was not expecting, and I fell in love with this. I started using it all the time. I think at one point I lost it. Yeah, I accidentally lost it. It was at my boyfriend's house, so, you know, I found it at another point, maybe a year later. It still works though. It still works very well. I still really enjoy it. I can't believe that nobody really speaks about this because, like I said, it's face and body glow. So you can use this on your face and you can also use this on your body and it'll look really nice. I mean, I have never really found a bronzer that makes your skin look this nice. I could be lying. I probably am not thinking about other bronzers that I love right now, but this is one that I can't believe how great it is. And like I said, I can't believe that nobody really talks about Laura Geller anymore. I think because Ulta stopped selling it a while back, maybe a year or two ago, so no one really talks about Laura Geller, but you know, she used to be popular. She used to be very popular. I think that she gets a little more recognition for this bronzer. Okay, so I'm going to talk about blushes next. To be completely honest, most of the blushes that I love, they get a lot of hype. There are blushes from this one brand, though, that I feel like don't get any hype at all. My personal opinion. I'm talking about the Colourpop blushes. I'm not talking about the Super Shock blushes. I'm talking about their powder blushes, their regular powder blushes. So I know they don't have a ton on their website. These are not all blushes, by the way, obviously. These 4 right here are blushes, and they are mostly the ones that Kathleen Lights created with Colourpop in collaboration. Yeah, one is Lunar Hazard. This is I Need Space, My Sun and Stars, and To the 10. So To the 10 is the only one that she did not collab with Colourpop on, but these 3 right here, those are all ones that she collabed with them on. But these are actually some of my favorite blushes, you guys. I keep this right here on my desk. I always use these blushes, and I use the bronzer and highlighter too, but I feel like these don't get any recognition whatsoever. I think that Colourpop blushes have stepped up from the Super Shock blushes to their regular powder blushes, and honestly, they deserve all the hype in the world because they are so good. I mean, I'm not wearing them today, but I should be. I was trying to figure out what blush would work with this eyeshadow look today, and it was a little hard to figure out, but we got it, and it wasn't this. But anyway, they're such good blushes. I don't really have any words for them because what kind of words do you have for blushes? I mean, they're pigmented. They always look nice and subtle on the skin. They don't look like a stripe. They work. They work so well, and I have, you know, them all sitting in my palette here, which I love. And then I also have this one that I got recently. This is from the newer collection, which is called, I don't even know what it's called, but the color of the blush is called Meteorite, and it's just really nice. I love the packaging. Love it. But such a gorgeous shade. I mean, it's really like it has like a dark rose to a bronzy color to it. It's hard to explain, but I love it. So gorgeous. They look so good on the skin. They're so underrated. I feel like more people really need to talk about the blushes from Colourpop. I really do. Next, highlighters that not a lot of people talk about. Not a lot. One is a drugstore highlighter from LA Girl. It's the Strobe Light Strobing Powder. I mean, why don't people talk about this? Not a lot of people ever talk about this. This is in the shade 50 Watt, and I've tried this so many times. I use it with everything, and I always wind up going back to it every single time. I feel like when I don't know what highlighter to use, this is the one I go to. It's the perfect shade. It's not too gold. It's not too like, It's just that nice in the middle shade that it looks perfect with any look for the most part. I absolutely love it, and I feel like it's something that people need to talk more about because it's cheap and it's good. Next highlight I'm going to talk about is another product from Cover FX. So this is the Illuminating Setting Powder. It's not even a highlighter, but I wouldn't say that this is something I would ever use as a setting powder because I'd probably glow too much. You know, if you want to use it as a spot setting powder, like in certain areas of your face, maybe that would work. But in my personal opinion, I would not use this all over my skin because it just looked like a little too much. A little bit too much. But anyway, I love using this as a highlighter. If you're looking for something that's not ridiculously glowy, something that will just give you like a nice little highlight to the skin, something just subtle, but not too subtle that you can't even see it. It's such a great product. I'm obsessed with it. I've been obsessed with it for a while, and I think it's well worth your money. I really do. I think it is. Yeah. Next I'm going to talk about a mascara that no one talks about. And I know this for a fact. Nobody talks about this mascara. So this mascara is from Pacifica. It's the Stellar Gaze Length and Strength Mineral Mascara. So not a lot of people really talk about Pacifica in general, their makeup. I mean, I've tried some of their makeup before. They have quite a few nice products. And they also are known for other things too. They don't just have makeup. There's a lot of skincare, a lot of body care, and all kinds of stuff like that. This mascara I was very surprised by. I think I got this in a clean beauty box, which I no longer get that beauty box every month, but back when I did get it, I remember I got this in the box and I was like, ooh, I've never seen this before. I never even came across this on Ulta. So I decided to give it a try, and wow, when they say, what it says on the side, when they say length and strength, they mean length. They mean length. These just, wow. These really, I mean, this can make you look like you have falsies on. I swear. It can make you look like you're wearing falsies. And Pacifica is not a very expensive brand. It's a drugstore brand pretty much. So you could probably get this. Like I said, I didn't purchase this separately, so I wouldn't know specifically what the price is, but I believe it's within like the $7 to $15 range. So it's a good one. I highly recommend this. I feel like nobody ever talks about Pacifica products, and some of them are really good, including this one. So give this one a shot. This one here is a newer favorite, which in my opinion, some people don't really talk about this. I've seen certain people talk about it, but maybe this is something that people talked about more a while back. I don't know. Personally, I haven't heard much about it though in the last few years, and I've been watching YouTube, like I said, for like 3 or 4 years. This is the Wonder Brow, whatever you want to call it, gel product. I mean, I don't know how else to explain this because it's not a gel. It's not a pencil, obviously. It's not a pomade. It's just like just a blessing from the sky. So I got this in the shade Brunette, and all you do with this product, I will take it and I will just go like this and brush through the brows. I mean, not really brush, but you know, like kind of paint it in, basically. Paint on your brows. And all you have to do is take a spoolie and brush through it because it will look really funky in the beginning. But after you take the spoolie through it, you're like, wow, what just happened? I was not expecting to like this whatsoever. I was afraid to try it because I was like, okay, I can't leave my house today if I try this because I know I'm going to screw it up. But the day I used it, I was like, I have to leave the house now because this looks so freaking good and I need to show the world what this does. It's perfection. It's perfection in a tube. It's just so, so good, and I don't feel like anybody talks about this enough. I feel like maybe people have tried it in the past and haven't liked it. Maybe they weren't using it the way that I was using it. I don't know, but people need to take a look at this product over again, check it out, buy it, whatever you need to do, apply it, buy it and apply it, and love it, because it's good. It is good. All right, so I'm going to talk about some setting sprays or priming sprays or both. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water. So it preps, it sets, and it can refresh. So this I purchased due to a recommendation from Casey Holmes, although I feel like she's the only person I've ever seen talk about this, and wow. So my only complaint about this guy is that it's only 1.5 ounces, and I think that's insane because I go through that in like a week. This is like the most amazing primer water. And I'm so sorry, I love Smashbox and I still use it, I still love it. They're like tied in my brain. But sometimes, because of the sprayer on this, I'll feel like this one's better. I mean, wow. Also the smell. The cucumber smell gets me every single time. It is such a great product and I love using it. Like I said, primer, setting, throughout the day. You could keep this in your bag and just be like, spritz, 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 spritz. This could be a great travel size for you. But I said to Wet n Wild in my videos, you could get a bigger one. A bigger one would be great. Give me like an 8 fluid ounce one. I'll be happy. I will be so happy. Now we're going to talk about the Power Up Dual Phase Setting Mist from In Beauty. The reason why I feel like nobody talks about in beauty is because I don't think anybody really knows about it. I have seen in beauty being sold on KKW Beauty recently, and that's it. I don't think Sephora sells them. I don't think that Ulta sells this brand. I think maybe it's a newer brand. I don't know. I got it in the BoxyCharm box and I became obsessed with this. Look how much I used. I used that much in like less than a month. You can use this to prep your skin, you can use this to set your skin, you can use it as an everyday refresher, and it's amazing. I have to get a backup of this and still haven't done that, but it's one of my favorite sprays that I've ever used for my face, ever. I'm absolutely blown away by this product and can't believe that more people are not talking about this. Hopefully it'll get more recognition in the future because it is a great product and it deserves the recognition. So next I'm going to talk about some lip liners, and I don't know if this is really underrated. The reason why I don't know if these are that underrated is because people seem to love them for 2 seconds and then they move forward in life. And I'm just like, why? I love them. I always use these. So these are the KKW lip liners and these are the Kylie Cosmetics lip liners. They're both the same formula. I really would be shocked if either formulas were different. They're the same thing. I am obsessed with these. First off, I hate pencil lip liners. I hate them. Why do I hate them? I use them sometimes, but I hate them most of the time because I'm dragging it across my lip and it doesn't ever work. And I always use a lip primer for the most part when I feel that it's needed. But with these, I don't need to. And these I can fill in my lips easily. I mean, I don't usually just line my lips. I usually fill them in because it usually stays better if you fill them in. So, but it's so smooth, so easy to apply. I have been using these for so long. I really enjoy them and I don't feel like enough people talk about them, to be honest. I think that they're really good. And they also don't cost that much for a more higher end brand. I believe they're $12 each, which isn't that bad because you've got certain brands selling lip liners for like $25 to $30 a piece, and who the heck can afford that? I mean, if I was gonna buy one lip liner and use it for the rest of my life, sure, fine, I'll pay $25 for it, but if I need like 4 different colors, I'm not spending $100 on lip liners. I think that's a little insane. So these guys, much better. Last product I want to talk to you guys about today are the Colourpop Just a Tint lip crayons. And of course I had to bring out all of the ones that I own because I feel like it. These lip crayons are the best ones I've ever tried. And I don't think that people really talk about these that much. The only person I really ever see talking about Colourpop in general is Kathleen Lights. And other than that, I don't hear a lot of Colourpop going on elsewhere. I love Colourpop. You get so much for your money and the quality is so good. Like I said, the blushes, so good. People don't talk about them enough. And then you've got the lip crayons. These are amazing. I'm wearing them on my lips today. They stay on for so long compared to other lip crayons that will literally, I ate today. I ate after I was wearing this lip color. I did. And it faded a little bit, I can tell. But it stays on for the most part. It leaves a tint on your lips and it looks so good. Every single time that I see more shades available on Colourpop, I buy them. Okay guys, so that is pretty much the end of this video. Those are all the products that I feel are completely underrated at this time in the beauty community. I don't feel like too many people talk about these products. If I'm wrong, and they do, other beauty YouTubers do, I mean, by all means, correct me in the comments below. I'd like to find out about more beauty YouTubers that I can watch because I do nothing but watch YouTube. It's just my downfall in life. I always watch YouTube. Anyway, I will leave all the names of these products in the description box below just in case you guys want to pick up some of these products and try them out for yourself. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy it, and also do not forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Definitely also let me know of any videos you guys would like me to film in the near future. Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate any of the input. I could use the inspiration. Just let me know. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!